Well, hey there, friends, and welcome to the Raising Amazing Tween Girls podcast and show. We here at Raising Amazing Tween Girls love tween girls and the mamas who are raising them. I'm Lisa Tony with Girl Tribe Nation, and I am so very glad that you are joining me today. Girl Tribe Nation is our organization that is committed to raising a generation of tween girls to be smart, healthy, brave, and live with a whole lot more happy in their lives. We resource moms of tween girls with practical and fun ways to teach puberty, make wise decisions, and navigate all those changes happening as our girls transition from being kids into young women. Well, today we are talking about the world of makeup and how it impacts our girls. Do you remember when they were little and they wanted to wear your makeup? They were expert makeup artists with all their play makeup. It was pretty cute, wasn't it? And I know she loved watching you put on your makeup, just begging for a chance to get to wear some. Please, mommy, just a little bit of your lipstick. Well, your girl has grown, and now the makeup discussions are for reals. Some tween girls are starting to really think about wearing makeup and talk about it with you. Now, usually elementary schools don't allow it, but middle schools usually do. So this is the time to start thinking about your approach to letting your tween wear makeup. Now, really, there is no perfect age for starting to wear makeup. Let's just get that out there from the very beginning. There's lots of factors to consider, like your daughter's maturity, her interest in it, and her reasons for it. Now, I always encourage moms to have a few conversations about their motive. Like, what is behind your girl wanting to start to wear makeup? What does it mean for her to wear makeup? Why do we do this makeup thing anyway? I mean, makeup is something that you kind of need to think about and talk through with your girls, because makeup is really only something that we should wear to enhance your natural beauty, not overpower it. That can be a challenge when we first start wearing makeup. It was for me. I wasn't allowed to wear makeup until I was in middle school. And so for me, that was 6th grade. That was the magical year I was allowed to wear makeup and dangly earrings. And I've never stopped. You should have seen me on the first day of school. I was ready. Big hoop earrings, blue eyeshadow, pink cheeks, and bright lips. Woohoo, baby. Definitely, I should have scaled that back a bit. But hey, when you first start out with makeup, it can be exciting. And if you don't have some really good guidance on it, you're kind of left guessing. You really have no idea what you are doing. So today we're going to talk about how to have the conversations to give our daughters the skills and to have a plan for the when, the how, and the why of wearing makeup. As Simon Sinek would say, let's start with our why. Foundationally, see what I did there? Foundationally, we want to talk with our girls about their natural beauty. I mean, makeup is fun, and it should be thought of as an accessory, kind of like jewelry. They don't need makeup. I mean, this is really important to emphasize with them. They are beautiful just the way they are. We want our girls to feel confident in their own skin. And one of the most important mom jobs that we have is to breathe solid encouragement into their identity. We need them to know who they are, and we need them to know that they are loved for who they are. Now, this is what's going to encourage them to be brave and to find a whole lot more happy in their lives, not how they look with wearing their makeup. Now, puberty is such a challenging time, isn't it? Because physically, their bodies are changing so rapidly. All the hormones being released can cause acne and blemishes to break out on their faces, which can be super embarrassing. I get it. I remember being embarrassed. I mean, I still want to wear a concealer when I have a breakout, even now as a grown-up. If your daughter is struggling with acne or has sensitive skin, it's going to be really important that as you have these conversations that you teach her about hypoallergenic oil-free foundations or cover-up. Now, there's lots of great companies out there. Just a few of them are Physicians Formula, Burt's Bees, Almay, Clinique, Neutrogena. These are some that are widely available that are recommended by dermatologists for sensitive skin and won't clog your pores. Now, regardless of whether she has blemishes to cover up or not, it's not a bad thing to want to look our best. Makeup should be regarded as a tool to do that. Makeup is meant to enhance our outer beauty without damaging our skin. Now, skin's important to think about. It's our largest organ in our body. We have a whole lot of skin. This protective shell is something that we need to nourish and care for. Now, honestly, the longer your daughter can go without feeling like she wants to wear makeup, the better off it is for her skin. When we don't cover our skin with something, it helps to better regulate all kinds of things in our body. Our skin's temperature, our oil control, our hydration, natural exfoliation process. I mean, there's all those things that are going to be interrupted when we start putting makeup on. Plus, her skincare routine is going to change. So, if you lean more towards encouraging your daughter to wait to wear makeup, there's lots of great reasons to do that and to support you. Now, also, I want you to think about if your daughter struggles at all with anxiety or insecurity. Because if she does, we want to be careful to work through some of those issues and get a stronger, solid identity foundation before we start doing a lot with makeup. Because makeup can sometimes be used by girls struggling in these areas as another means to hide. So we definitely don't want to encourage that. I mean, I bet your daughter has so many great qualities. We want the world to be able to enjoy them. And so it's only when they have a solid internal identity, and then makeup can be used to project confidence and competence and used in a right way. So now that we've established the importance of our why, let's move on to look at the when. Now, some moms are comfortable with setting an age or a grade when your tween can start wearing makeup on a daily basis. That's what my mom did for me. 6th grade was the magical year. Now, I would absolutely discourage any makeup in elementary school. If your daughter is going to be moving up to middle school or junior high, then this might be a good time to start talking about it, if that is something that she is interested in doing. Now, other moms are going to feel more comfortable with no makeup at school, but maybe for special occasions as a great way to get started. Maybe wearing makeup for a family or friend's party or a special mother-daughter date or an event at school is the way to go. Now, the when is honestly going to be a special combination of when she is ready and when you are ready as her mom. The important thing is to really talk through your why before you get to the when. All those great conversations around the why are what will help you better assess the when. All right, friends, onward to the how. How the heck are we going to start this makeup wearing business? Well, if you aren't ready to go full warrior paint, no problem. Honestly, it's best to start slowly. You don't need a full face of makeup to start. Starting with just a few things is a good option, and it's going to be able to get her excited when you're ready to add another component to her makeup collection. Starting out with clear lip gloss and then maybe moving up to colored lip gloss is an easy place to start, and it can be good for chapped lips as well. Now, I love putting lip gloss in my girls' stockings at Christmas time. It's a fun way to give them a new color to try. Now, mascara is usually the next thing on your list. If your daughter has dark eyelashes already, she could really just start with a clear or skip the mascara altogether. But if your daughter has lighter eyelashes, you may want to let her try some brown or black mascara to highlight her lashes. Then it's going to be up to you to determine when foundation or cover-up is going to be helpful to even out her skin tone. Now, a natural light blush is something that's going to just highlight those cheeks, give a hint of color to her face, and that can be a lot of fun and really easy to do also. I think you should absolutely completely skip things like eyeliner, lip liner, brow filler, eyeshadow, false eyelashes. You want to keep things very easy to start, and you want her to learn to manage those well. I mean, after all, once she starts wearing makeup, she's also going to need to know how to remove her makeup, how to keep her face clean. She's going to need to show you that she can be responsible enough to add that to her step of evening routine of washing all the makeup off her face and moisturizing her skin each night before she goes to bed. So picking out her first makeup, this can be a really fun mother-daughter date to find some items for her to try and then show her how to use those at home. That way you're going to be there to help her choose the right colors for her skin tone and talk about colors and all the different products. I mean, it's pretty overwhelming to look at the cosmetic aisle in the store, isn't it? It is a rainbow of colors and brands. One fun idea if you are at the mall or even at a makeup store is to ask for one of the professional makeup artists to teach her how to apply her makeup. Often they'll do this for free, hoping that you'll buy some of their products in the end. Just be sure to give the makeup artist the guidelines that you want a very simple, easy to do, natural look. Now, this is not only a fun girls' date, but it's also really helpful to learn from a professional, especially if you don't feel real confident in this area of makeup application. Now, most of us have just picked up wearing makeup a little from here and a little from there, and probably a little bit of trial and error. Just check out any of my middle school pictures. Of course, there are also lots of great tutorials online that you could take advantage of. Now, most girls start wearing makeup between the ages of 11 and 15, but like so many other things during puberty, it is different for each girl. Puberty starts anywhere between ages 9 and 12 for most girls, and once she learns how to navigate all those body changes, then her brain will be able to start learning some more advanced body care skills, like makeup. Now, I do have a makeup component in our Growing Up Girl class just to address the when component, but I consider this to be a more advanced puberty skill. Girls who are just starting puberty need to be far more focused on healthy skin care. Now, washing their face and learning how to treat acne flare-ups are going to be really part of her basic care that she needs to learn as she enters into puberty. And this can take a while to get into that habit and a good routine. Now, she's also going to need to learn how to apply sunscreen regularly on her face and her body to protect her skin. Now, when you get a chance, maybe you could start by doing some people watching. It's a great opportunity to have a window to talk to her about women wearing makeup. You can look through different looks of how women use makeup. You can do this by going to a store or sitting on a park bench or flipping through a magazine. Now, I have got a really great mother-daughter date that's going to be fun for you guys to do as you begin your conversations on wearing makeup. It has lots of great questions that will help her think through her facial features, her personality, and her daily routine. These are questions that are going to help her assess if she thinks that she's ready and give you moms some great talking points to encourage her one way or another. You can find this resource for free at girltribenation.com/makeup. Now, maybe this weekend you could do your Girl Tribe Nation mother-daughter great date and have some fun with the makeup. Or maybe, if you aren't quite ready yet, but you want to save it on your phone, you could just download it and then save it for whenever you're ready. Either way, I hope that you completely enjoy it. Now, talking through these things is important and really recognizing her style. I mean, if she's someone who's maybe athletic and participates in a lot of sports, she may not want makeup running down her face as she's at practice or a game. Or if she's in theater, then she's going to have opportunities to wear makeup that is way different from an everyday look. So having some intentional conversations about how makeup is how it's something that should be appropriate for occasions is a really great way to approach this. Now, we talked about this a lot in our episode that we did about modesty, fashion, and clothing. Having this awareness of the appropriate is helpful to frame the decision. So if you missed that episode, you can go back and listen. It's episode 14, and it's all about how to help your tween daughter dress modestly. So makeup, like clothing, can and should be event appropriate, because a lighter, more natural look is something that's going to be appropriate during the day, especially for school. And maybe a little more formal look is going to be appropriate for school dances or special events. Now, with all of the swirling around in our heads today about makeup, I do want you to know that it is normal for girls to want to wear makeup. I mean, after all, during these tween years, they're taking the steps to learn more independence and move from being a kid to being a young woman. Now, we definitely don't want to rush things, but we also don't want to squelch her interest in something that is a fun part of being female. It's a great part of being a young woman. So finding this balance, having a healthy balance, is all part of our job as moms. Now, I know it is challenging, but I have faith in you, Mom. Navigating these tween years, well, it's our responsibility, it is our privilege, and it is our opportunity. Okay, friends, well, here's to raising smart, brave, healthy girls with a whole lot more happy in their lives. I am cheering you on as you raise amazing tween daughters, as you help them to learn the when and the how of wearing makeup as a young woman. Thank you so much for joining me today at the Raising Amazing Tween Girls show. We here at Girl Tribe Nation are all about resourcing the moms of tween girls to grow a generation of young ladies to be world changers. Raising our girls during these tween years, it can be fun. Yes, we may have to overlook some eye rolls, but staying invested in your girl, staying intentional with her, will lead to big wins down the road. It builds trust in your relationship, and it keeps her attuned to her mom's voice rather than that of this world. Well, friends, if you found today's episode helpful, it would mean so very much to me if you could share this episode with a friend. If you could hit that subscribe button, leave some stars, and leave a comment. Thanks again so much for joining me. I can't wait until next time. Bye for now.